My child, an evil woman close to you was just hospitalized. In broad daylight, she was hit. Not by a stranger. Not by a mistake. But by the very force she had been sending toward you. Yes, my child, she was the one whispering behind your back. The one pretending to help while secretly plotting. She smiled in your face but spoke curses behind closed doors. She smiled as if she cared, but every gesture was designed to break your peace. And today, the energy she released found its way back home. The trap she dug became her own pit. The storm she called on your name circled back and struck her instead. Do you remember the unease you felt last week? The sleepless night that came for no reason? That was not random. That was me, showing you something was forming in the spirit. You sensed danger, but you could not see the source. I saw it. I watched her prepare it. And I said, enough. She thought her actions were hidden. She thought she could cover envy with politeness. She believed no one would ever know. But I always know. I listen to the words that never reach your ears. I hear the conversations you were never invited into. I see the faces that smile at you and the hearts that resent you. My child, today was a day of exposure. She was on her way to another meeting, the same place she had gone to speak against you. The same place where she wanted to hand over your name for mockery. But she never arrived. Before she could utter another lie, before she could move one more step in that path, the weight of her own deceit fell upon her. You may hear it as news, a sudden fainting, a medical emergency, a collapse no one expected. But in the spirit realm, it was justice manifesting. She had pushed too far. She had crossed the invisible boundary between irritation and intention. What began as jealousy became strategy. What began as whispers became action. She tried to manipulate events around you. She tried to use others as her tools. And I watched, giving her time to stop. I sent warnings, small, gentle ones, to make her heart tremble and her conscience speak. But she ignored them. So today, the very chaos she planned arrived at her own door. The moment her thoughts turned again toward harming you, the weight of divine order fell. Understand this, my child, I do not rejoice in suffering. I am merciful even to those who oppose you. But I will not allow them to touch what I have blessed. You are mine. You are covered. You are marked. And when I mark someone, no hand of darkness may remove it. While she lies in that hospital bed, wondering why everything suddenly fell apart, you are being lifted. While she is surrounded by confusion, you are being surrounded by favor. While she struggles to breathe, you are learning how to rest. The difference between you and her was simple: obedience. You trusted me when I told you to stay silent. You waited when your heart wanted to defend itself. You let me handle it when your emotions wanted revenge. And that patience became your shield. Many will look at her situation and call it coincidence. But you, my child, know better. You know that there is no coincidence when heaven moves. Every storm that misses your house has direction. Every delay that saves your life has purpose. Every exposure is a sign that I am still watching over you. You will not need to explain yourself. The truth will begin to unfold without your words. The same people who doubted you will witness what I am doing. The same voices that joined her in laughter will fall silent in awe. Because I am turning the table. Do not gloat. Do not celebrate her fall. Lift your heart in gratitude and keep your spirit clean. I am showing you this so that you may understand how closely I guard you, not so that pride will rise in you. She will recover, not because she deserves it, but because mercy still reaches her. Yet she will never again move against you, for her heart will tremble at the memory of what she saw. She will know that there are boundaries around you that no one can cross. My child, this is the season where hidden hands are revealed. People you thought were neutral will show their hearts. People who once smiled will be uncomfortable in your presence because your light exposes their shadows. Do not be afraid when faces begin to change. It is not rejection, it is cleansing. I am removing every voice that pretended to protect you but secretly delayed you. I am silencing those who fed on your peace while praying for your downfall. And I am doing it publicly so that no one will ever question again whose hand rests on your life. So stand still. Keep walking forward with calmness. The battle is over, and the proof of victory is in what you see today. When you hear that she is hospitalized, do not ask, why her? Ask, what lesson is heaven showing me? The answer is simple, you were never alone. I was fighting for you in rooms you never entered. I was defending your name in conversations you never heard. I was rewriting the outcome before the first word of accusation left her mouth. This is why I tell you not to fear human plans. Let them talk. Let them scheme. Let them gather. I sit above them all. And the moment they raise their hand against what I have anointed, their strength collapses. The woman in that bed tonight is not just a story, she is a warning. A reminder that I am real, and I do not sleep. That every heart intending harm toward you is touching fire. But you, my child, will continue to rise. The more they push, the higher I lift you. The more they plot, the clearer your path becomes. I will not only protect you, I will promote you through their opposition. Their resistance is only proof that your destiny is near. Hold your peace. Do not speak against her. Time and truth will speak for you. Keep your hands clean, your heart gentle, and your eyes on me. For I am not finished yet. There is still one more revelation you must see, something hidden behind what happened today, something written long before you were born. And when I reveal it, you will understand why I said, touch not my anointed. My child, what you are about to understand is not gossip or revenge. It is revelation. Because what brought her to that hospital bed was not just a sudden collapse. It was exposure. I do not strike at random, I uncover what hides. When she was taken away, there were papers in her bag, papers she never wanted anyone to see. They were filled with plans, words, and signatures meant to confuse, to distort, to steal what belonged to you. She had been working quietly, building a case that looked official but was soaked in manipulation. She believed if she could rewrite the story on paper, she could erase what heaven had already written in light. But when the time came for her to present those lies, her body gave way. The moment she tried to deliver the final blow against your name, her strength left her. Her hands trembled, the papers slipped, and her breath shortened. She fell before she could finish what she started. That is why I tell you, my child, do not rush to defend yourself when words rise against you. Lies crumble by their own weight. You will never need to fight with the same tools your enemies use. Where they build arguments, I build evidence. Where they twist truth, I raise witnesses. I will let their own tongues reveal their deception while you stay silent and clean. Tonight, she lies in that room, staring at the ceiling, whispering to herself. She remembers every step, every message, every secret she shared. And now, with no one to impress, she finally meets her conscience. That is my mercy. I could have taken her breath, but instead I gave her awareness. Because sometimes the greatest punishment is seeing the mirror that truth holds. Do you see how I work, my child? I let those who plot against you reach the edge of their plan, just close enough to think they succeeded, and then I stop them. Not to humiliate them, but to show them what holiness feels like when it touches rebellion. You wonder why I allowed her near you at all. You question why I didn't remove her sooner. It's because you needed to see the difference between kindness and loyalty, between company and covenant. You needed to learn that not every friendly voice is safe, not every handshake is pure. And now you know. That lesson will protect you long after this moment passes. Every connection that was draining your peace is now breaking. Every influence that whispered fear into your heart is being silenced. This is not punishment for them, it is preparation for you. You have outgrown the level where hidden hearts can stay hidden. Light follows you, and everything around you must reveal what it truly is. There is something else, my child. Before she fell, she made one more mistake. She left a message unfinished, a message addressed to someone else who shares her bitterness. They have not yet realized that I have already read their words. They are now afraid, confused by what happened to her. They are reconsidering their plans, asking themselves if what struck her will also reach them. And they are right to ask. For I do not need to repeat warnings. When one example stands, the wise will listen. Do not fear them. Their whispers cannot touch you. What they feared you would become, you will now surpass. I am multiplying your influence, expanding your territory, increasing your clarity. You will walk past those who once doubted you, and your peace will convict them more than any speech. But I also ask you, do not harden your heart. Show mercy as I have shown mercy. Forgive, even if they never apologize. The difference between you and them will not be in what you suffered, but in how you responded. When they curse, bless. When they withdraw, love. When they fall silent, pray. This is how light wins. I am teaching you a deeper kind of discernment now, the kind that looks beyond behavior into motive. You will no longer be fooled by smiles that hide malice. You will feel the truth beneath the surface. Every time a person speaks, your spirit will sense the alignment of their heart. This is not suspicion, it is wisdom. It is the gift born out of survival. Do you remember how heavy your spirit felt last month? That tiredness with no reason? It wasn't exhaustion, it was resistance. The spiritual pressure from their words was weighing on you, but I used it to train your sensitivity. Now you recognize when something unseen is shifting. That is why, even before you heard the news of her collapse, you already felt a strange peace. Your spirit knew the storm had been stopped. From this point forward, your life will feel lighter. Conversations that once drained you will fade. Doors that refused to open will suddenly unlock. Opportunities that seemed delayed will arrive early. Because the blockage that stood between you and your next level was not external, it was relational. It was the presence of someone who carried an energy opposite to your calling. And I have removed it. She may recover, but she will no longer return to the same place beside you. I will redirect her path, quietly, gently, until distance becomes natural. You will not have to push her away. I will do it without confrontation, without noise. Just as I moved her body from the place of her plotting, I will move her spirit from the circle of your destiny. Do not look back. Do not dwell on who left or why. The field must be cleared before the harvest can appear. This is that clearing season. I know it hurts when those you trusted are unmasked. But healing never happens while poison remains near the wound. You have prayed for clarity. You have begged me to show you who is for you and who is not. This is the answer. Not the way you imagined, but the way that guarantees you will not question it again. Now you know, and knowledge brings power. My child, there are blessings waiting to be released, blessings I could not send while betrayal lingered beside you. Had I poured them out then, they would have been contaminated by manipulation. Now the air is clean. Now the foundation is secure. Prepare yourself, because what comes next is not small. Before this week ends, you will feel the first wave of change. People who ignored you will reach out. News that once troubled you will turn to opportunity. Finances that seemed frozen will begin to move. Your peace will return stronger than before, and your joy will surprise even you. Remember, none of this is because of her fall. It is because of your faith. You kept walking when you didn't understand. You stayed gentle when you were wounded. You prayed instead of plotting. And heaven counted every act of restraint as worship. So lift your head, my beloved. Justice has already moved. Mercy is still working. Your name is safe, your path is cleared, your future is protected. Let the past dissolve quietly behind you. I am not done yet. There is still something hidden that will come to light, a secret that connects everything, a truth that will explain why this test came now. And when it unfolds, you will see how every delay, every betrayal, every moment of confusion was part of a larger rescue plan designed just for you. Rest now. The storm has passed. Your enemies are learning who truly guards you, and you are learning what divine favor really means. My child, before you try to understand what is happening now, pause and breathe. The exposure you have just witnessed was not the end of a story but the turning of a page. Justice always opens a new chapter, it never writes the last line. That woman, the one who fell so suddenly, was not acting alone. There were others who fed her bitterness, who whispered in her ear that you were the reason their plans failed. They met in quiet corners and digital shadows, thinking no one would ever know. They called it strategy, I call it corruption. They believed that if they could tie your name to trouble, they could keep you small, bound by confusion and fear. But I saw every conversation before it began. I heard every word before it was spoken. When she fell, the circle broke. Fear began to whisper to those who helped her. They are beginning to step back, pretending innocence, deleting messages, rewriting stories. They are discovering that the same power that protected you is now uncovering them. What was done in secret is rising to the surface, not by your hand, but by truth itself. Do not chase exposure, my child, let exposure do its work. It travels faster than rumor, clearer than accusation, and it never misses its mark. Truth is not your weapon, it is mine. You are not called to defend what I am already revealing. Remain silent, and you will see me fight for you. You must also understand that what happened was not only about protection, it was about preparation. I removed certain connections because where I am taking you, their hearts could not follow. They would have drained your energy, clouded your clarity, and misused your favor. I allowed their motives to be shown now so you would not drag them into your next season. This is what exposure looks like through the eyes of heaven, not revenge, but release. It is not about seeing others suffer, it is about freeing you from invisible weights. You will soon realize how many decisions were being influenced by the quiet opinions of those who secretly envied you. The moment they were removed, new strength entered your spirit. That was not coincidence, that was alignment. Tonight, as you rest, I am rearranging things on your behalf. Conversations are being rewritten. Doors are being unlocked. People are remembering your name with favor, not suspicion. I am breathing life into opportunities that were once frozen. You will begin to see movement where there was delay, peace where there was tension, clarity where there was confusion. This is the sign that the season of accusation has ended. But you must keep your heart clean. Do not allow curiosity to become gossip. Do not look at her suffering as triumph. Instead, look upward. Thank me quietly and continue forward. Your assignment is not to explain, your assignment is to shine. The more light you carry, the more shadows panic. This is why resistance rises whenever promotion approaches. Every time you step higher, old alliances that no longer match your purpose begin to fall apart. It is painful, but it is necessary. Growth always exposes what cannot come with you. There is another layer, my child, one you do not yet see. The events that unfolded today were also an answer to prayers you have long forgotten. You once asked me to surround you with only genuine hearts. You asked me to remove hidden envy and protect your peace. That prayer did not disappear, it waited until the right moment to manifest. Today was that moment. Heaven does not forget the words of the faithful. And though you may still feel unsettled by how sudden it all happened, know this, nothing was taken from you that was meant to stay. Everything that remains now has been purified by truth. The people who still stand beside you are the ones ordained for the next part of your calling. They will not only support you, they will multiply your strength. From now on, listen carefully to the rhythm of peace within you. When something feels heavy, step back. When a door feels forced, let it close. I will lead you not through noise, but through stillness. My voice is quiet because it carries authority. It does not need to shout to be obeyed. Soon you will begin to see changes in your surroundings. Communication will become easier. Creative ideas will flow again. Even your sleep will deepen, for the atmosphere around you is being cleansed. The weight that has pressed against your spirit for months is lifting. The opposition that once seemed endless is fading, not because it surrendered, but because it can no longer locate you. You have been repositioned. Those who wished you harm will spend their time trying to understand how you are still standing, how you are smiling, how you keep moving forward with such peace. Let them wonder. Your stability will speak louder than any answer you could give. The protection around you will testify louder than words. But my child, do not let success make you forget compassion. Even now, pray for her. Pray that she wakes not only in body but in soul. For if she chooses humility, she too can find healing. I discipline to save, not to destroy. My justice is always balanced with mercy. You will also begin to notice small confirmations, unexpected messages of encouragement, opportunities arriving without your effort, peace in places that once brought anxiety. These are not random, they are signs that the shift is complete. I am moving you from defense to destiny. No longer reacting to attacks, but walking in purpose. Remember this moment. Write it on the walls of your memory. Every plan of evil has an expiration date, and today, one of them expired. Every false word has a counter-sentence, and I have already spoken yours, life, increase, victory. Do not worry about what people say in their confusion. Time will show them what truth cannot hide. I will make your life the evidence of my faithfulness. They will see it in your calm, in your consistency, in the way blessings seem to chase you. You will not have to convince anyone, they will simply know. This is not the season to explain yourself, it is the season to build. Focus your energy on what is ahead. Your peace is your power, and your silence is your strategy. Stay aligned, stay grateful, stay humble. You have passed a test many fail, the test of letting me handle what hurt you. And because you trusted me instead of reacting, I am releasing something new into your hands. Wisdom. The kind that sees through deception before it arrives. The kind that recognizes danger wrapped in kindness. The kind that knows when to walk away without guilt. This wisdom will guard you more than armor ever could. The days ahead will confirm all of this. You will feel me close again, not as a distant protector but as a present guide. You will begin to sense when my angels move. You will know when to pause, when to speak, and when to let silence do the work. I am training your discernment through peace, not fear. So rest now, my beloved. Justice has done its work. Truth has spoken. The storm that tried to consume you has exhausted itself. You are stepping into clarity, into purpose, into the calm that comes when heaven says, "It is finished." And tomorrow, when the morning light touches your window, remember this moment. Not with pride, but with gratitude. The evil that was meant to break you became the testimony that will build you. The wound that was planned for you became the warning that will protect others. You are not the victim of this story, you are its proof that good still prevails. Walk forward. Leave the noise behind. I am still with you.